right, so we're back with another episode of Rap It Out. This time we have the goat of battle rap from Rap Ad, KingOsiris. What's up, man?
What up, man? How you been?
I've been okay. So you're the fucking goat of battle rap of Rap Ad. Everyone that knows you looks up to you, and you are the god amongst men. What do you think of this accomplishment?
I mean, I guess like the shell shock of it kind of like never really set off. I like again like overall like we had a conversation earlier before this recording like battle rap in general was more of like a side thing I did as a kind of joke hobby. And it was actually Psycho Puppet that scouted me out and said, "Hey, there's some really high competition in BYOB, and I think like your craft is high enough that you should be doing that shit." So I kind of did that as a I didn't really take it seriously. It's not like you're getting paid for that. So I just joined it, and like the fact that I'm really good at like writing and recording really translated well into a battle rap format. So like I keep getting told by a lot of people I don't have a very conventional style, and I think a lot of that has to do with because I'm not naturally a battle rapper, but I am good at recording and rapping.
Yeah, I think the point that we all knew that you were gonna be a god, not necessarily only at battle rap, but also at tracks, was when you heard your flow. Your flow is unmatched. I'm gonna say unmatched. And the only person that would have a chance at beating you, I think, on Rap Bab would be like Skinwalker. I don't even think McGeezy could really go and beat you, you know?
Anybody can beat me on a good day, man, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it though.
Yeah, anything can happen in battle rap, but I just think if somebody says that they could beat you, like what Atlantean did that one time, they're delusional. Um, and I think that's actually the truth, just because I think your shock value on Rap Bad was diminished by the fact that you didn't promote yourself as a battle rapper. And I think that if you promoted yourself as a battle rapper, you'd actually be the most well known person on Rap Bad, period. Like, not even debatable.
That's
I
fair.
think your regression is what makes people like your style. I think your whole style stands in aggression as battle rap. Do you think that you actually try to make that happen, or did that just happen kind of naturally when you wrote your first bars and you thought that went pretty nice?
No, I definitely agree with you. No, aggression is a strategy, and it is like one of the primary strategies I have. Like I've been recording for years. I didn't actually battle rap for the first time until Rap Pad back in 2015, and I only did like one joke battle a year. And it wasn't until like 2018 when I joined BYOB that I actually started like seriously battling people and recording. But I've been recording for over 6 to 7 years now, just constantly writing songs and practicing how to rap vocals. So my natural aggression on my voice came from that, like being comfortable in like spitting my lines and getting as aggressive as possible. That's natural to me because I've been doing it for so long. So when I finally got into actually battling for real in 2018, it was just a naturally easy transition. So yeah, that's for sure one of my strategies, but it's just natural to me. And then when it comes to bars and shock value, it's kind of like when I battle, I have like this alter persona, right? People say that when they talk to me, I'm actually a pretty chill and down to earth person, but like when I'm battling, I just want to kill you. That's all I'm thinking about, like just fantasizing whatever the fuck I can say to trash you, tear you apart. So that aggression mixed with that style, I think that definitely carried there.
Yeah. So you're just insane at battle rap for what you do, and that resulted in you having the most legendary battle of Rap Bad, you versus Skinwalker. That was the battle of the ages on Rap Bad, and I think that battle will always stay in history as the best battle on Rap Bad ever. And I think it was really, really, really slept on. Like, that battle should have been promoted multiple times, and they should have been longer than 7 days. That battle
Excuse me.
was something that should still be in history, and not many people know about it. Unfortunately, actually, not many people know about Skinwalker at all. Um, what do you think of that battle? What was your thought process in that battle, and how do you think it turned out?
Uh, yeah, no, my thought process, because he was I think he was the semifinals. By that point, this was my first BYOB. This was my first time seriously battling. Like prior to Skin, I was fighting BXile, and then before that, it was Lars Lysenik or whatever his name is, Lysenik. There we go. But what I those opponents seemed like easy pickings compared to the Titan that I knew Skinwalker was. I had no idea who Skinwalker was. I knew Skinwalker had been on Rat Pad for many years, but he, at the time that I was about to battle him, he had actually taken a long hiatus from Rat Pad because he was focused on real life battling. He actually was doing like real life battle league on camera rapping, and I don't know how I found out, but I think I read through the comments and did some sifting through because this page is empty. You can't see any of his past battles anymore, nothing. So I was shook. I'm like, yo, how am I supposed to prepare for him? And then I found out through someone that he battles IRL. And then I checked this page and oh, he goes by Skinwalker in real life too. So I Googled that and found some of his live battles and went, oh fuck. For a guy who doesn't battle rap, you know, taking on an actual professional battle rapper is going to be an intimidating, monumental feat. So, um, because I wasn't really refined in my craft as I could have been at the time, I felt that the best way to carry myself through was to just be as aggressive and as mean as possible. And that was my whole process. I watched that video that he did against one of his opponents. I watched it from like start to finish over and over again, looking for any flaws I could pick apart in Skinwalker, just from his demeanor to his bars, anything I could find, and I just put it on paper and I tried to come up with like the nastiest shit I could say because I felt like that was the only way I was going to be able to carry the W there. But yeah, crunch time came from fear of losing there.
Yeah, Skinwalker is a beast, and the fact that so many people actually got you in, and me included, I think was the biggest achievement and the closest anyone has gotten to beating Skinwalker from Rat Pad, you know?
Mhm.
I think you're the person that carried Rapid on its shoulders for so much time just because everyone likes you as a battle rapper, but not only that, because you're actually an insane recorder. You have really good bars, and combine that with your unmatchable flow, I'm gonna say that. I think you're the best recording artist of Rapid that has been here in a while. Like, I don't know many people that could be placed in the same category as you. I mean, there's obviously Roan and stuff like that, like Roan, Psycho Puppet, McGeezy, but you're one of the titans of Rapid. You're one of the people that deserve to be at the top every single list.
I
So,
appreciate that, man. It's funny.
so
It's funny. I started like when I started Rap Pad back in 2015, 2016. The people who were at the top were, I think, guys like Hyde, Prolific. Um, I think Seth Morales was there around the time, and then there was who else? St. James was a big name back then, and I just remember hearing St. James and going, "I'm so much fucking better than this dude at rapping. Like, how the fuck is he so big? He has such a following." So like, I definitely felt like I don't think St. James ever saw me as any kind of rival. He didn't really give a fuck who I was, but I listened to St. James music and felt and like kind of put him as a rival because I just couldn't for the life of me understand how someone who records the way he does is as big as he is. So a bit of cockiness came from me there, and you know, it's good to have competition because it pushes you to just constantly be better at recording, right?
yeah, um, your old days of Rapid were pretty forgotten, and that is really unfortunate because so many people were there that were actually good at the time. Now Rapid is just people that are trolling. At the time, as you said, people were more active. Even Knock and shit like that were
Mhm.
on there, that left afterwards from for one reason or another. But I think um, people like that left a mark on Rapid, something that cannot be changed. And I think you're one of the people that did that too. So if you would have left Rapid in the previous months or a couple of years ago, I still think you would be somebody popular on Rapid, basically the St. James of Rapid, but better.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's funny because like I think between 2016 and 2018 was like the time where I was the least active on Ratpad. I went from logging into Ratpad every 3 or 4 days just to see what's happening to just not touching Ratpad for 3, 4 months at a time. So between like 2016 and 2018, I don't blame people for not knowing who the fuck I was because I was really inactive. Like I wasn't posting my music there, I wasn't battling, I wasn't doing nothing. Battle rapping didn't actually start till 2018, and I did it initially not really expecting anything. I was just trying to show off what I can do. Told myself, well, if I can if I can rap aggressively and really well with a good flow over a beat, why can't I just take a very similar flow and do that off a beat? It was just effortless to me. So
Yeah, I think I think actually I know the fact that you're more of a rapper, not necessarily a battle rapper. I know that you take battle rap as a hobby, but why do you think that people know you better for battle rap than regular rap when you do regular rap more?
I think because I honestly think that optics are extremely important when it comes to self promotion, whether it's in your lane of battle rap or in music. And one of the things I struggled with music for so long is breaking out of the shell of being just a talented rapper. Um, I find that the shell of being a talented rapper is a trap because, in a way, you can be an extremely talented technical rapper. Like I can rap technical, I can rap any flow I want, but because I'm a technical
Yeah, that's
right.
actually really clear in your songs. The
Mhm,
song that you did for the Cypher submission with
mhm.
BXile, again, that was robbery. You should have at
Yeah,
least
that was
been in
kind
the
of a rob.
finals.
I think that one was a rob.
Um,
I won't
that
argue
was
that
one of
one.
the greatest tracks I've seen on Rap Bad, period. Basically, BXile is insane as a rapper.
Yes.
And the combination of you and BXile just made the track ridiculous. I think anyone would love that collab. Like I think that collab would be the magnum opus of Raphead. Um, I've not seen many songs that are really better than that. I've not seen many songs in real life or songs made by actual artists that are way better than that.
But yeah,
There,
like you
there's
said, I mean, optics are important. Like I can be like I know for a fact like I don't just need people to tell me because I get told all the time, but I know also in terms of lyrical ability what I can do. But the problem is you have to be good at being seen. A lot of rappers are just really good at being business people. They can market themselves well. They have an image, and that image carries them forward because at the end of the day you can be as good as you want at music, but if you don't have the image for it or you don't project your image correctly, people are going to forget you. I compare it to being good at a guitar. Like I'm like uh, if rapping was playing the guitar, I'm really fucking good at playing a guitar, but like so many people out there are good at playing guitars. It's what you do with that. Do you write a song that's memorable? Do you have a great image? Do you form a band? Do you guys like market yourselves well? Do you play at venues and gigs? All that shit is important because you get seen. And I think with battle rap, the persona I put on, that aggressive, raw, angry persona, mixed in with that, smooth, crisp flow and like my deep voice and all that other shit, especially because it's the fact that a lot of people don't hear that on Rap Pad. I think that carried through an image. and that image sold. That stays with people. Versus my rapping, where it's like, yeah, this guy raps really good, but it's almost forgettable because people are like, like I've heard many other mainstream rappers before who rap really good, you know.
Yeah. So I think you actually have mainstream potential just because of how well you rap. Like your raps are comparable to the mainstream ones. And if people like 6ix9ine and if mumble rappers can make it, I'm more than sure that you can make it. Uh, so you battle not that much because I think you have a really busy schedule. I've not seen you online on Discord for too many occasions. But the last battle you had was with Technique, and you broke his name down in the most original way. I've never seen anyone break his name Technique. Like everyone breaks his name like Tech, as in guns and shit like that. But I've never seen anyone break his name down like uh, Tech Institute and shit like that. The Virginia Tech bar stuck with me till now. Uh,
You're gonna
that
need doctors to re-Virginia Tech.
that
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 was
battle
funny.
was memorable, and you're gonna be known for that too. Like that battle is one of the battles that will bring you to the newer audience of BYOB, the people that haven't
Mhm.
been here before and never heard of you or never got to know you. So how do you think that battle happened, and why do you think that you accepted it, and why do you think you called them out?
Um, Technique was actually like a former student of mine, and I say that very seldomly because like student is kind of an overstatement. I mean, he attended a few of like these Discord rap classes that I used to do, and he would always make gaffes and jokes about how he can probably muscle me in a battle and whatnot, and I wouldn't have to respond because everyone else would go and basically like make jokes and go like really. So I didn't really say nothing about it at the time, but he was really on about it. And he did a battle versus Psycho Puppet maybe a month prior to that, and he called me out in that battle saying that like Psycho and everybody was blowing me off or something. I forgot what the bar was about, but he was saying that like people overpraise me for everything. And meanwhile, over the summer, I had a new job. A bunch of crazy shit was happening in my life.
Technique actually also called you out in his fucking, I think it was either a freestyle or a normal track,
Mhm.
but he called you, McGeezy, me, and a lot of people out on that track. And that was his best track by far. And I chose not to respond. Psycho did too. Many people actually did because Technique was just I don't want to say irrelevant, but too unknown on Rap Pad. So I think that when that happened, many people just overlooked him and didn't like the track because of that. Did you see it?
That one I didn't see, no, and the only reason why I didn't see it was partly because I don't pay attention to rap pad disses at all in any sense or shape of the word because I think it's a complete waste of time.
Yeah, I mean, people who diss on Rap Pad, I think either want to fill their time up with the shit that they know they can do and shit that they know is entertaining both for them and for other people. And I think it's kind of pointless. I
Like
almost never get on Rapid to make tracks anymore. When I get on Rapid, I make fucking fun of people on the forums, and I make people mad just because I want to have battles.
right, like for me, look at it from I guess like it's a difference in motivation and perspective. Like all I fucking do when I'm in the zone, all I'm doing is writing. All I'm doing is rapping, practicing verses, uh, writing, rewriting, re-recording, getting my craft mastered. I don't have any fucking time to waste with people who are just clout chasing or making some offhanded jokes or dissing on Rap Pad. Like that's such a fucking joke to me because I'm thinking to myself, you got you got all these kids on this site who like sometimes reach out to me for advice. Like I get a lot of messages from people who are asking like, "Hey, how do you rap like this?" or what do you do to get better at recording? And then I'll see their discography, and all they got is like diss tracks and like shit posts where they're just talking shit about other people just for attention or for fun. And I'm going, well, for one, that's your fucking problem. You're not focused on actually rapping, on getting better. All of my time goes towards getting better and improving at rapping, every little bit of it. So wasting time with disses and kids like that shit's just attention grabbing to me. It's a waste of time. It's a complete waste.
Yeah, definitely. I think Rap Bad actually is losing popularity because of the fact that people keep going on the forums, and that me included, going on the forums and argue to get battles and shit like that. And some people just get annoyed and had enough shit, so they just leave. They don't want to do that anymore. I think
Rap
Rap Bad.
Pad has a severe lack of talent, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that too many kids are using the site to shitpost and to make disses on each other and just write rather than record. Like, if you're serious about rapping, and to anybody listening, like if you want to be like good at vocals and rapping like what I'm doing, devote every second of your time in practicing and getting better at your craft. Fuck everything else. Fuck the beefs, the shit talk, the oh, this little kid said something shitty to me, so I'm mad. I'm gonna make a diss. No, like don't waste your time with that shit. Like the way you show off, the way you beat people who try to bully you in your craft is by showing just how much better you are than them and then letting the listeners decide for themselves. If someone writes a diss track against you and literally the next day you're just releasing this new track of yours that even has nothing to do with him, you're not even paying attention to him, and that track takes off because you're rapping really well, you've already won the diss battle without dissing him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you don't even need to respond because you get more attention anyways. Um, I actually try to be more of a dick on Rap Ad to people because I want to see the snowflakes and the people that uh, just don't take and the other people that just don't take the shit. Like if I see somebody bad but that doesn't take shit and just leaves if he sees an argument, I actually go follow them and DM them and tell them that I see potential in them because that's exactly how I fucking started.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think that those people are the kinds of people that should stay on Rap and the others just don't deserve to. I think Rap used to have decent standards and people that were actually decent at and liked it and wanted to do that seriously. But as time passed, I think trolls came on Rap and I think some users became trolls because back in the day, people don't know that, but back in the day, Huggy was really good at rap. Like he used to actually make serious tracks. He didn't record them, but his rhythms actually had good bars.
Mm-hmm.
But then he got banned on multiple accounts because I don't know actually. I think he argued with somebody on the forums and Amir banned him. And so I think some people actually became trolls on Rapad, and some people just came to Rapad as trolls, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the evolution of rap as talent wise?
Um, I mean, it's hard to say because I definitely consider myself an outlier in the rap pad community, and I feel bad about that. Um, Rap pad had always been just a secondary hobby to me, and I've been on the site since 2015, but went completely inactive between 2016 to 2018, and then only coming back because like I don't even know why the fuck I came back. I was just kind of just looking to have some fun. And then I started to get a lot of attention from my battle raps, which also gave a lot of attention to and plays to my music. So, like it was hard for me to like you don't normally see me too often in forums. I'm not going to talk too often unless it's like a serious subject. I might chime in or write something, but most of the time I'm not in these other shit posting threads or paying attention to the talent that's on Rappad. Um, I admit with shame that like I get all of these feedback requests and all I do is ignore them because like I don't have the time to focus on RapPad and its talent. The only reason why I'm still on RapPad and still using the site is because I've sort of gained somewhat of a following there. Like people, like my battle raps and my music has really grabbed people's attention on the site. So I use it as a platform to interact with people who want to speak with me through RapPad, right? So um, if I had to shout out any talent that I can see on RapPad right now, I think Placebo is one of the best rappers I've ever heard out of RapPad. I think he's an incredibly talented artist, and I'm not even just saying that to shout him out. I legitimately think that he's going places in terms of marketing, in terms of visuals, the way he carries himself. I'm not even surprised that they gave him mod status because like he's not only just a smart guy but an upstanding moral character, and it really carries through with his music. I think McGeezy is an extremely talented guy, has a lot of potential. I'd like to hear more, music on McGeezy's side, but I think he can really take off. I love Jack. Jack is like, I wouldn't say an offspring, but like I kind of like mentored Jack for a little bit, so I'm kind of happy at how long, how he's really grown and progressed in the community in general. Um, I'm gonna forget a few people. Fucking Psycho Puppet's super talented, an amazing guy, and an amazing admin. Like the man's super smart and knows how to run things, including BYOB. Like he holds shit down. Mav is a pretty talented writer, but he's a writer, so I don't really say much about that. But yeah, personally, from what I can see at surface level, I find RapPad definitely has a talent problem. I think it needs to ramp up its wealth of talent and people who are serious about rapping. But yeah, pardon me if I forget a few people, but yeah.
Yeah, most of the time when I see on the forums, it's basically something about how to rap or how to rap better or how to improve yourself as a person. I look up to that. I actually really like the fact that you try to help people with every presence. And even if you don't have the time to do more, you would at least do something.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you try to shout out the people that helped you or that inspired you or that you actually like and you see them going somewhere. And one more thing that I would want to comment on this, I think um, one of the rappers that actually are my favorite on Rap Bat are literally Placebo and Psycho Puppet and Maverick. Did you know that actually Maverick records sometimes? He has some recorded battles.
Yeah, no, I faced him
He's pretty
in
good at
some
recording
recorded
too.
battles. I
Um,
definitely agree.
I actually think that people that actually dedicated time on Rap Bat and try to get feedback and try to improve every single time, and don't shit around are the people that are gonna actually make it, and the people that are not gonna quit. So I think Rap Bat can have a really good progression in the future. I think the new generations are actually good for Rap Bat and will do good. I think Rap Bat will have a revive, and I actually hope that the trolls either leave or just dial it down because I think everything is good with trolling, but you have to have a limit.
Hmm. I think there's a silent majority in RapPad who still use it as a serious platform for improvement and writing on their craft. But I think RapPad can do a lot better.
So I think we've basically ran out of time. Basically, we're at the half-hour mark.
Oh shit.
That it's been so little time. It seemed like so little time had passed. Do you have any verse that you want to wrap out for us as it's close to the end?
Yeah, I can rap out a verse or something. Just spit some real quick. Let's
Yeah.
see. So above them, see the skies raining. Side Messiah favorite since time shaping. Wave by, we keep them hydrated. Late drop in operation, these niggas can't find patience. Diamond grind smooth, shatter the fine traces. And you ain't stood ceiling height cause you ain't spine breaking. Spot a cobra encroaching, Daniel Son, I'm eye craning, fight or migrate, his mind racing. Name your reign, bet that laning in my six, that's double low like spies training. Got that slide, devil wick, even Lucifer wood and metal with. Sign weaponized, tremble revel, they tremble quick. Trollish connected kids on a metal shift, heckle swift, armor thick. Disarm with charm and clever wit, never win. Got Gal Gadot by my side, my heroine. Blind lead the senses, some Sullivan Keller shit. Factory brand the image, esteem is paper thin and a narrow window to pull at what they shoot their arrows with. Bow a sparrow and whiff. Wins in the cars like a terror. Star at merit. Word is law. Check the sheriff's pen. Lyrical threat for those who say the state derelict. Game committed. Pharaoh marriage and never end. Yeah.
So it's been a blast having you on here. Again, I think you're one of the greatest rappers on Rap Bed, and I think you're one good rapper in general too. Like I obviously listen to your music outside of Rap Bed too. I think you should just keep going. I think you're actually gonna make it one day. But until next time, this has been Wrap It Out. We had KingOsiris on here. Before we leave, do you want to shout out any other people?
Fucking shout out to my entourage, fucking Psycho Puppet, Jack, Skinwalker, McGeezy, Roan, KNB, Hyde, all the people who believe in me and just try to push me to take my craft further. I really appreciate you guys. It makes me happy, keeps me going. Anybody who knows me knows my IRL life is very busy and hectic. I definitely treat rap as a hobby rather than something serious. So I feel like these people really help me really take it seriously, and I shout out to you guys, and thank y'all for listening. And I hope I continue to inspire people to keep taking their craft seriously and trying to get better at rapping.
Okay, so until next time, this has been Wrap It Out. I was your host, Ecstasy, here with Musically and KingOsiris. Goodbye.